How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome again to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Hopefully y'all having a blessed day, a wonderful day, a beautiful day. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well. Yes, 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 we are here. They mad at Elon. Yes, they are mad at Elon. They want to hang Elon right now. Because home boy, he is just finding too much information. That's what he's doing. He's just finding way too much. They mad. All right, they mad. They don't like it. Elon Musk is finding way too much. They finding way too. They like stop, stop, stop. You're going too far. Let us in there. Let us in there. You can't do this. You can't find our corruption. You can't find our corruption. Don't do that. Don't open that. Don't look at that. That's where they at. You can't be finding our corruption. Let us keep stealing all the money that we're stealing. Let's keep funding all these fake programs that we're funding. You can't just stop us like that. Chris Farrell, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully all is well. You can't keep stealing all of our money. Even though it's the taxpayers' money, they don't want Elon Musk to find it out. But this is something that Americans have been asking for a very, very long time. I can't count how many times I heard people say, man, they taking our tax money. They're not even doing the right thing with it. And now that we are actually here, we are witnessing in our lifetime, in real time, someone actually auditing the government, which should have been done a long time ago. Honestly, I'm glad we're doing it. I'm glad that Elon Musk is doing it. I'm glad they're going in there. I'm glad they're making us aware of where our money is going. And now that we see that y'all don't need this money, we can stop spending it. And we can stop just being okay with y'all spending it on what y'all want to spend it on. Yes, I'm the one person that believes that government is way too fat. I believe that the government have way too many jobs that we don't need to have. I want to cut government down to a very lean and mean. I'm 100% okay with it. I watched over the years of my lifetime government spend money on programs and things that is not in the best interest of American citizens. I've also watched them regulate American citizens to the point where we can't financially do anything. And these people are so out of touch with everyday people's lives, it ain't funny. They've been in politics so much, they forgot that these people, that what they're doing is actually making American citizens at daily lives extremely harder. But you can't tell them nothing. These Democratic, mostly Democrat, I'm not going to say some Republicans, but mostly Democrat, they're in there hollering and screaming and carrying on and throwing fits out there and trying to once again recruit black people into their lies and their lying and their corruption. None of what y'all been doing over all this time has been beneficial to any community, let alone the black community. And I hate that to keep bringing up the color aspect of it, but unfortunately, in America, we have voted for these type of people, and they have done the most damage to the black community. The black community has never been actually received the amount of money and funding for the things that they're supposed to get. And it's not from just so much from Washington. I'm talking about locally. They're enriching themselves while American citizens are sitting here taking the blunt of it and financially devastated and watching y'all pockets grow while American citizens' pockets are going basically dry and empty. Make that make sense. But yet you got Maxine Waters and all these other Democrats, politicians, they out here throwing these stupid rallies and stuff like that. I'm glad y'all out there doing it, and I hope y'all keep going out there running your mouth so we can see exactly who y'all are. Because if you had nothing to hide in this, if there was nothing to hide, you would not be out there campaigning, trying to put a stop to it. Because it doesn't make sense. Or he's going to have, listen, first of all, and I'm not saying Elon Musk can and cannot, or whatever case may be. This is not even about so much, rather, he is honest or dishonest. If this man is smart enough to build what he built in Tesla, as it relates to Tesla, and he is smart enough, there they look silly, and he is smart enough to get them rockets to do what they're doing. And they call Elon Musk for a lot of stuff when the government needs help for certain things. He probably don't need government if he really wanted to get access to that stuff. I'm quite sure this dude is probably smart enough to figure it out on his own. But these Maxine Waters and all these Democratic politicians out here lying, they're lying. Yes, I'm calling them out. They're lying about what they have access to and what they don't have access to. They're not trying to change anything. They're looking at where the money is going and they pointing it out. That is as simple as it gets. They're not worrying about your social. They ain't worrying about all that other stuff. They're looking at where the money is going and they're pointing it out. And Trump, our president, gets to make the decision whether we want to stop funding it or continue. That's what's going on. But they're not going to tell you that part. Nope, they're not going to tell you that part. Yeah, she's a criminal. And my thing is this, when you listen to the rhetoric coming out of their mouth, they actually trying to spew insurrection. They're trying to get black people, once again, emotionally involved. Hopefully they go out there and cause, and to stir them up, to go out there and cause havoc and cause all this destruction like they did before. This is exactly what they're trying to do, to try to get black people on board with their bullcrap. And a lot of black people are still, once again, falling for the same trick. But every time I ask black people to tell me what they've been done for their community, none of them can tell me that. So why y'all keep supporting it? And I'm the one they're going to always keep calling coon, clown, all the names. I'm good with it. I don't care. I'm staying right where I'm at. You can call me whatever you want to call me. It does not matter to me. The name calling is something I'm used to. It has no effect on me. It has zero effect on me. You can call me uneducated. You can call me stupid. You can call me a sellout. All that stuff. I hear it all the time. I just look at the people and I just laugh. Meanwhile, I'm getting exactly what I voted for. I wanted my president to get rid of these illegal immigrants out of here, and he's doing exactly what I voted for. I wanted the government to go audit the government. I wanted Trump to go audit the government and find out where our money is going and cut this stuff out that we don't need to be funding. And guess what? He's doing exactly what I voted for. I wanted him to go into office and close up that border and make sure we're not letting any and everybody over here. And guess what? I'm getting exactly what I voted for. I wanted America to be represented as a strong country with strong leadership and well-prepared, well-equipped, intellectually, ready to make sure that making America great is a priority. Putting America first is a priority. And guess what? I'm getting exactly what I voted for. From day one up until right now, I'm getting exactly what I voted for. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. Yes, Trump is doing exactly what I voted for, Chris, for real. Yes. And my thing is this. So when I hear people say, oh, he's not doing nothing for you. He ain't going to, you black, he ain't going to do nothing for you. But he is. You're not making sense. He's doing exactly what I wanted him to do. He's doing exactly what I voted for. He's doing exactly it. He's making America great again. I already see the end game in this. Mike in the building. What's up, brother? What's up? And you know what? I'm not sure. Well, I know they negotiating, Chris, for real. And I know they're still talking back and forth. That's why they put a pause on some stuff. But my thing is this. Listen. Is everything Trump going to do work for 100%? I don't know, but I know when he know how to negotiate, man, he good at this. That part I do know. I know that he's good at what he does, and I know that he know how to negotiate. And we can't get what we need as a country if we don't have strong leadership. We cannot get the end results that we're looking for as a country if we don't have strong leadership. We just can't. The last 4 years of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was an indication that this country is losing badly. No one understood. I'm not going to say no one, but a lot of people that don't pay attention to the details did not understand. And I was saying this in videos a while back. It's like, y'all don't understand how detrimental that the Biden administration has done to the economy, this economy. Yes, 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 Mike in the building. Y'all did not understand what they was doing to this economy. The Joe Biden administration was spending so much money, driving up the United States deficit so high, so fast, it was ridiculous. And they don't understand how detrimental that was going to be. And I saw it coming. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be real bad. And you would think at some point they'd say, you know what, we got to put a pause on this. Nope. They kept going. They kept going. And the only reason, that's why I said the feds are going to have to go hardcore. In order to save the United States economy, they're going to have to go hardcore. They're going to have to raise interest rate. They got to basically bankrupt the economy in order to control what's going on right now. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all of the Democrats and some Republicans had no clue what to do. The feds had to come in and fix it to some extent. And it's only but so far that's going to do it. Oh, I can't believe it either. Well, I can't believe it. I believe it. Because if you want to slickly steal some money, you had to find a way to do it, but you can't do it here. So you're going to act like the money going to another country. And then you're going to have it funneled back to yourself. And you're going to put all your cronies with jobs and all this stuff, and they're going to consume up all that money, and it'll never go to what they actually say is going to go to. It don't take a rocket science to figure that out. And you can't tell me that $50 million a day, I think it was Gaza they was trying to spend it to. You can't tell me that they was going to spend $50 million in Gaza on some condoms. They was not going to go to Gaza on some condoms. This is what Elon Musk found. One of. They wanted to spend $50 million of United States taxpayers' money on some condoms, and I believe it was Gaza. I'm not 100% sure on where, but I know it was outside the country, but I believe it was Gaza. I'm not 100% on it. So you can't tell me, number one, that United States citizens is okay with that. Number two, that was actually going to happen. And you got these idiots, Democratic idiots up there complaining, Maxine Waters and all of them complaining, and they out there protesting. But why y'all not protesting about that? Why y'all not mad that somebody was trying to send $50 million to Gaza for some condoms? Why y'all not mad at that? Y'all mad at Elon Musk says he stopped it, but y'all not mad at the fact that it was going. This is why I say that the Democratic Party can care less about United States citizens. They are in it for their party, and the only thing they care about is the party, and that's it. They are so power hungry, and they've been doing this for so long, and they're mad because their power structure is being brought down, and while we watch it happen, and they are losing their mind. And none of these Democrats, you can't go find one good city that they running in America, but they got $50 million to send on to another country for some condoms. You know how much that could have done for the community, the black communities that they so-called represent, if they would have spent that $50 million where it was supposed to be spent. You go into every black community, the places where people are living hard worse. Look at the playgrounds, tore up. Streets, tore up. Houses, tore up. But y'all got $50 million for some condoms, and these Democrats are standing in front of the Department of Education complaining about the fact that he have access to it. But y'all not mad at the fact that $50 million was going to another country and your neighborhood looked like crap. That's why I keep calling them out. And I don't care how they feel about it. That's why I call every Democrat out, because I'm sick of it. I grew up in the hood. I see what y'all doing to our neighborhoods. I grew up in the hood. I see y'all don't do nothing but take from the very people y'all keep saying y'all serve. That's why I be glad when people come in here and they start talking that stuff. I'll be like, yeah, okay. They be like, oh, you a sellout. No, I ain't. I grew up in the hood. But I see exactly what y'all doing. And not once have I seen y'all do right by y'all people. Y'all say y'all for the black people, but y'all keep ripping them off in the process every single time. Y'all getting rich while they stay poor. Obama got rich, the people stayed poor. Clinton's got rich, the people stayed poor. All of these people, black, white, that's Democratic, they're getting rich off of the very people they keep saying they serve, and everybody in their neighborhoods look poor and devastated. And they just sitting back, and they still trying to get you to recruit you to support that once again. That's what they're doing right now. They're out there trying to get you riled up again to help them to continue to rip you off. Because they ain't going to do nothing for the black community. They have never done nothing but stole the money every single time. Are we going to fix it? We promised this time. Well, they're going to give you every excuses of why they couldn't do it. And now that you got a president that's actually in there doing what he said he was going to do, because if you go look at everything Trump campaigned on and go look at everything that he's doing right now, he is doing exactly what he campaigned on. So you tell me why y'all keep complaining, but we already knew what he was going to do. That's why we voted for him. We voted for Trump because we knew exactly what he was going to do. Clean government out. How many times y'all heard him say it? Oh, y'all weren't paying attention. Y'all was too busy watching Kamala Harris putting them up there twerking on the stage, so y'all wasn't willing to listen to somebody who really cared about the country. Y'all wanted somebody who to sit up there and entertain y'all and let y'all go to a thing to hope that Beyonce was going to sing. Y'all wasn't willing to listen to somebody who was actually talking about the country and doing the right thing by the country. Y'all didn't want to hear what he was saying. Y'all was too busy listening to your slave master telling you to hate him, so y'all didn't want to listen to what he was saying. But we was listening. We knew exactly what he was saying. And we're getting exactly what we voted for. We wanted him to go into government and get rid of all of the wasteful spending as much as possible. We wanted him to go into government and shrink government. We wanted him to go into government and get rid of all of these unnecessary jobs and people taking advantage of the taxpayers. I'm sorry, it is what it is. If you work for the government and it affects you, I'm sorry that it is what it is. But if you one of those people that's not doing anything and milking the system, I don't feel sorry for you because my back hurt because I work every single day. I actually have to get up and go. And a lot of other Americans have to do the same thing. And if you got a problem with taking your behind back into the office, I'm sorry. You should work for yours just like I got to work for mine. You should have to work for yours. Simple as that. And it costs me the money to go get mine. I got to get in a vehicle. I got to go do everything I got to do to go get that paycheck. And you should do. You should too. Sorry. I don't feel sorry for him. If the rest of us out here trying to do it, why you think you special? Everybody else out here doing it, we dealing with it. What makes you think you special? And like I said before, they mad at Elon Musk because he's finding all this wasteful spending. I'm glad he's doing it. We weren't surprised by this. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. But we weren't surprised by this. Y'all surprised because y'all refused to even listen to what Trump was talking about. Y'all didn't want to hear it. They had y'all so blind and angry that y'all wasn't even willing to listen to what he was offering and what he was saying. That's why we not surprised. But y'all was listening to Cuckoo Kamala, who wasn't saying anything. Oh, she's presidential. She was slow. She had nothing to offer, but more of the same. But they keep telling y'all about Trump. But right now, I already see the end game in this. I see exactly what Trump is doing. I knew when he was campaigning what he was going to do, and I was prepared for it. Because in order for us to get tax breaks, we got to get rid of wasteful spending. In order for us to get the cost of living down, We got to go get that energy. That's for the citizens. Most of what he's doing is to benefit the everyday hardworking citizen who the Democratic Party, for I can't count for how long, has been ignoring. What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother? How you feeling, man? What's going on? Y'all, the Democratic Party has been ignoring for years, but yet y'all want to keep on talking about what Trump is doing. I knew exactly what I was voting for. I had no question about it. That's why when I see Elon Musk talking about the money and what is this and where it went, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Trump has done more in less than a month than Joe Biden has done in his 47 years as a career politician. But if y'all don't think so, who could possibly be okay with all the money that they wasteful spending? But y'all probably don't even know what happened. Where is that? No, I'm sorry. No, I did not. I'm sorry. I did not serve in the military. But if you did, or anybody in your family did, hats off to them. My honor, my much respect to them. I got nothing but respect for the military. And my thing is this. That's what we need. Even the military needs. Most of my family did too. God bless you. And my hats off to them. Honor. Most of my family did serve in the military. I personally didn't, but that's what that represents. It represents this country, my family, and anyone else who went and served in the military. I appreciate them because I know what they did for us. I know what they did for us. Listen, I'm not saying that no Republican ever took Denny the dirt, because honestly speaking, I got a little problem with them too, as it relates to when they were signing all this stuff when Biden was in there. Instead of fighting against it, y'all kind of played ball a little with it too. So I ain't all on, I'm not totally dismantling the Republicans. But my point to the Democrats is that most of y'all running these cities that's in the hole. That's a mess. That's my point to the Democrats. Because this deficit did not get there just on Democrats, and it also got there because of Republicans too. So I'm not saying that, but most of the stealing is on the Democratic side. Because when you look at where Republicans run, they don't look like where Democrats run. So even if the Republicans are maybe, pocketing something, at least their communities look like they spending the money. Real talk. And I know they don't like to hear that. I know nobody like to hear it, but it is what it is. So all of these politicians like Maxine Ward and all them out there talking all that stuff, they all mad and all bent up out of shape because what they trying to do again is to get they trying to recruit black people to get emotionally involved when in reality, they have nothing to offer them. They haven't done, look how long they've been in politics. Look at the communities they run and you tell me what they have to offer. If they haven't done it now, they never going to do it. They're going to keep on saying it and never do nothing. Finally, we got a president in office who actually doing what he said he was going to. What Trump campaigned on, he's actually doing it. And here's the point to this. And I'm going to tell y'all something. And this is why I keep telling y'all that the stock market is my number one educator. How much money do y'all think the Biden administration spent funding all of these big tech corporations? So listen, I'm getting ready. For those people that keep thinking that the Democratic Party is not for billionaires and is not for the rich and not for that, because that's what they keep spewing, right? Ain't that what the Democratic Party keeps saying? That Trump is for the billionaires. Ain't that what he said? Man, I feel sorry for California. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope y'all get some leadership over there that's real leadership. I'm sorry. But here's my point. So they kept saying, the Democratic Party kept saying, this is what they kept saying. They've been saying this over and over. Trump looks out for the billionaires. Trump looks out for the billionaires. Trump looks out for the billionaires. All right, so how much money do y'all think that the Biden administration spent on big tech corporations? Because I got money invested into chip making. The chip manufacturing stuff, where they make chips. How much money y'all think the Biden administration spent? The Biden administration, what's up, Donald? My number one troller. Love you, man. Now, I know that's probably not your real name, but we're going to go with it anyway. But how much money do y'all think that the Biden administration spent on big tech corporations? I'm talking about the chip makers. The companies that make the chip, which are billionaires, Wall Street, all that stuff. I don't even know where you're getting your information, Donald, but you know, it is what it is. But this is how much money the Biden administration, $280 billion to big tech corporations to make the computer chips. They were already billions and billions of dollars they already had. But they still decided to spend $280 billion of the taxpayers' money on these companies. So, but they're looking out for the little guy. They're looking out for the working class. But they gave $280 billion to big tech companies. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Now, you don't have to trust what I say. You go look it up for yourself. You don't have to believe it. But that's exactly what they did. You know, I'm going to tell you part of how I already knew it, what sparked me to go do it. I had money in Intel. I had money invested in Intel stock. And then I get the emails like everybody else if you got money in there. And then I find out the Biden administration decided they're going to give Intel $8 billion. Now, I'm looking at the market cap of Intel. At that time, it was like, well, they stock crumbled, but their stock price was at like $100 and something a share, I believe. Their market cap was over $100 billion. Then all of a sudden, it just dropped. And then all of a sudden, the Biden administration announced that they rewarded them $8 billion in tax funding for their company. They already got billions of dollar market cap. What they need more money for? What do they need $8 billion more dollars for when they already got all this money? And this is what I keep trying to tell you. No, but nah. Why are they not mad about that? That's for big tech. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I care less about any other country right now. I'm worried about home. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to figure that one out when you say oppress over there in Africa and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Asylum, I don't know about that. I ain't got nothing to do with Africa. I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all know y'all want to play the race game and all that. I'm American. I'm good right where I'm at. I ain't worried about that. I don't know what's going on over there. When I find out and I dig into it myself. But honestly speaking, I can care less about that right now. I need to take care of home. I can't worry about feeding my neighbors if my home is going hungry. I can't worry about protecting my neighbors if I can't protect my home. That's first. So in America, I got to worry about home first before I can worry about everybody else. That's the problem. These politicians, for the most part, have been worrying about everybody else and not caring 2 cents about the people that live in America. That's my thing. And I'm not saying I got any hate to another country, but I can't worry about that right now. I want my president, who I voted for, to take care of home. Fix home. That's it. Start there. Then we can worry about everybody else. Yeah, he probably do. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Now, Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. And I'm okay, I don't know what's going on. But my thing is this. Isn't Elon Musk from Africa, South Africa? Or am I mistaken that? Because I know Elon Musk wasn't born and raised in America. But I'm almost sure that he's from South Africa, ain't he? And then he came and migrated to America. If anybody out there know, let me know. I think I'm right about it, but I'm not 100% sure, nigga. Whatever. But like I said, right, so, all right, so if there's an issue over there, let Elon Musk talk to him. That's his country. Let him deal with it. Since y'all keep saying he got all this power and he this and that, let him deal with it. Seriously. But my thing is they keep trying to make it into a black and white issue. Everything is black, 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 white. And now listen, I understand that America does have its level of racism, but it's small. Small. That's it. It's small. It's not big like y'all keep trying to make it into. But my thing is this. When you look at these Democratic politicians out there making all of this raking and raving and stuff that they're going, my thing is this. Go look at them individually and go look at the districts that they run. And then that'll tell you right there. You ain't got to listen to nothing that come out their mouth. Go look at the district that they run, and then that'll tell you right there whether they doing their job or not. All of them that's saying all of that is because they're trying to stop Elon Musk from finding out the money that they've been stealing. That's all that's about. Because my thing is this. If someone came to audit me, and they said, oh, we want to look into your lifestyle and look into what you're doing. If I ain't did nothing wrong, I could walk out the room and leave you to everything. If I ain't got nothing to be guilty for, I'm like, all right, cool, go ahead. I got it. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't no criminal. Go ahead. Long as you, and that's it. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. Honestly speaking, that South Africa got to fight their own battle as far as I'm concerned. That's it. Right now, I'm worrying about America. South Africa, nothing personal. They got to fight their own battles. My thing is this. If you love South Africa so much, then you should go over to South Africa and make them and help make South Africa great too. If you feel some kind of way about whatever's going on over there, then you should get on the plane and go to South Africa and make South Africa great. Go fight whatever battle's going over there. That's all I say. Like over here, I'm in America. I'm not fighting no battle but American battle. Now, so if anybody feel that way, that's cool. I ain't got no beef with that. I think that's a wonderful thing. It's honorable. It's honorable. I don't care if you go over there if you feel that way. But my thing is this, I got to worry about home. I live in America. So when they make decisions that affect me, then I have to, that's where it matters. Now, if what Trump is doing don't affect you differently, that's different. I get it. That's it. I'm American, and that's what I care about first. I was born and raised in this country. So that's what I'm concerned about first. I can't worry about this country, that country. That's why I had problems with all the money that's been going to all these countries. When I see over here in my own country, what's going on over here? And then I watched the Biden administration for the last 4 years promote about Ukraine. But what about America? How is it that J.D. Vance and Trump can go to North Carolina and do in 1 week what the Biden administration just chose to ignore? How is it that Trump can go over there and now we got water in California where more than they need, but the Biden administration couldn't do nothing about it? And you know what? I agree we shouldn't be the world's police. I mean, we can protect to some level, but I honestly, here's the thing. And this is just my opinion on this. And this don't mean that I'm right about this, wrong about this, or anything like that. But to some extent, if I see a country line and position themselves up all over the place, and I'm another guy, at some point it's going to look like a threat to me. It's not going to look like you're trying to protect me. it's going to also look like you're trying to control me if I'm another country. I'm like, well, y'all got all of this stuff moving, positioned in certain ways. What y'all trying to do, entrap me? You said Trump didn't do nothing for homeless people? Not at all? How much you want to bet you wrong? I hear what you're saying, Trump. You should go look up who's the black woman that's living right now currently in Trump Towers, rent-free. Go look that up. And I'm not saying he hasn't done more for a lot of them, but you go look that up. The other thing is this. How much are we paying Trump to do the job that he's doing right now? Since you tell me how much is we paying Trump to do the job that he's doing right now? You running for a 50, where at? And my question is, how much are we paying Trump to do the job that he's doing right now? And how much are we paying Elon Musk to do the job that he's doing right now? Denver, Colorado. All right, so who's running your state? Who's the council? I mean, the mayor, governor, Democrat or Republican? You're right. He don't. That was the point that I'm making. He's doing it for free. The first time and this time around also. Yes, he did. Listen, Trump has helped a whole lot of black people before he got in office. It had nothing to do with politics. Before he had anything to do with running for president, he has helped a whole lot of black people. Before he got into office, he has helped a whole lot of black people get them businesses started, get into the business that they were trying to do. And when they came back, some of them, when they came back to pay the bill, guess what he did? He ripped up the check and said, go run your business. Isn't Denver? Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Well, I didn't know about that one. I'm not too sure what's going on in Denver. But my thing is this. How long they been homeless? Who's running? Who's your mayor? Who's your governor? Are they Republican? Are they Democrat? And why are y'all standing for it? Why y'all standing for it? If the federal Reserve government is funding the states, where's the money going? Where's all the money going? And my thing is this. It's just like California. When Gavin Newsom took over, homelessness got way worse. By far worse. And my thing, all right, we're going to talk about homelessness, all right? I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to be real about it. I always question why you homeless. I'm going to question first, why are you homeless? What reason why are you homeless? Because everybody that's homeless chose to be that way. Not all of them, but a lot of people that chose to be homeless want to be homeless. So if you chose to be a drug addict and want to run around the street and do all this crazy stuff and you end up homeless, isn't that your decision? Anything you spend your life doing, you're going to get the results of. If I get up every single day and figure out a way to commit crime, guess what I'm going to get? The results of committing crime. If I get up every day and start taking drugs every day, guess what I'm going to get? Whatever that comes with that. And I'm not trying to be empathetic, or not being sympathized to some extent. But my thing is this, you choose your life. You choose to do whatever it is you do. So a lot of people that's homeless, some of them, the reason why they're homeless is because that's what they chose. And you're right. And guess what? Even in Philadelphia, a lot of the homeless people are right down in City Hall, right around where the politicians are, and they walk past them every single day. You're right. I think that's push, plush, or whatever. But you're right. They walk past these people every single day, and they ain't doing nothing about it. Now, Donald, if you're helping the homeless, God bless you, and I hope you're able to help plenty more. And I hope you help them to get to wherever they are. And I'm not trying to dispute what you're saying. I appreciate the fact that you help the homeless. And please don't ever stop. Don't lose your heart. Don't lose your compassion for them. None of that type of stuff. I'm 100% in support of what you're doing. I love it. And God bless you. And I hope you continue to do it. Don't give up because I might have another opinion about certain things. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. And I know you probably got thick enough skin to handle it, but my thing is this: a lot of people that I seen homeless, when you start to talk to them, you realize why they homeless. And sometimes trying to help people is not always that type of way. Is not. First of all, sometimes people need to want to help themselves. And a lot of times I run into people, I realize they don't even want that. They don't want to live in a house. They don't want to live there because sometimes listen, some of us own houses. We know what's all involved with that too. That can be stressful. Owning a house, paying electric, paying gas, paying all these bills, that can be stressful too. So to some of them people, it's like, man, why would I want to deal with all that? I feel more free out here being able to live how I want to live, and I don't have to deal with that. I'm not saying I don't want to help the homeless. But my thing is this. I don't want to be the source of where the homeless go to. I want the homeless to go to the very same source I go to. When I need help, I go pray and I ask God to help me and show me what to do to better my life. That's what I do. And it's worked for me. Because God can do more for you if you let him than you can possibly do for yourself. He can open up more doors than you could possibly open for yourself. He can show you things that you never thought was possible for yourself. I'm a living witness to that. I was homeless before. That's my point. I know what it feels like to be homeless. I was homeless. But I did not let myself sit there. I had family members that would have helped me. They would have gave me a roof over top of my head. I had a mother that had a home. I had all of that. So my point to you, I'm not blaming the Democrats. What I'm saying, I never said anything about homeless when it comes to Democrats. I'm talking about their city as a whole. They're taking the money and it's not going where it's supposed to go. But my thing is this: I did not take the help that my family could have done because I did not want to get comfortable in that condition. I needed to help myself. So I had to pray, ask God to help me to get myself out of that. Because I would have put my burden on my family members. And now they're trying to help me when I got myself in it. I need to get myself out of it. And I got a God that said he provides, and let him do it for me. Show me how to do it. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. I'm sorry. Florida has the best economy. Denver ain't got the best. Florida is killing it right now. I don't care what they try to tell you off the top on them numbers and stuff. Everybody want to paint a different picture they want to paint. They going to paint you the picture they want to paint. But I guarantee you can tell who's killing the game by where everybody flocking to. If you go look at Florida, everybody running down there. Even businesses are running to Florida. Texas, businesses are running to Texas. Why? Because that's where it's thriving at. Ain't nobody running to Denver. They ain't trying to go there like that. That's why they live in New York. That's why they live in California. Because they don't know what they're doing. And that's why I know for a fact that Denver ain't thriving like that. Then the economy might be doing okay, but they ain't doing like Florida and Texas. Texas is doing so well right now. They trying to move the stock market down there now. They trying to move Wall Street down there now. Elon Musk is trying to take his business to Texas. So the only place, no one runs somewhere where you see people flocking is where the money going and where the money is at. I don't care about none of these reports they put out because they're going to always try to manipulate enough to make things appear a certain way. I look at what people is doing and I look at the world as a whole. I don't totally just go by what somebody put out there because I know that a lot of reports can be manipulated. Now, some of them are, some of them aren't. But my thing is this, if Denver was thriving so well, y'all wouldn't have that much of a homeless problem. MAGA ain't mad. How we mad when we got the presidency? How we mad when we got the House? How we mad when we got the Senate? We got the popular vote. What we mad about? We winning right now. We winning right now. There's nothing to be mad about. We having a good time right now. So if anybody is mad, it's the people that has something to lose, not people that has something to gain. We won. I'm getting what I voted for. I'm not mad. I have no reason to be mad. Now, just because you hear me talking loud might make you appear to be mad, but I'm not mad. I have nothing to be mad about. I'm excited. We won. My team won the Super Bowl. Why would I be mad? What I was voting for, I'm actually getting right now. Who said I was mad? Why you say I'm mad? You think you see because I'm talking loud or something, mad? I'm mad. Believe what I tell you, I ain't mad. I always talk like this when I'm on my lives. Mad is one thing, excited is another. I'm excited. I love it. Now, what I'm mad about is the fact that these Democratic politicians are out here trying to recruit black people to participate in their lying scheme again, and all for the all because the end result of that's going to be screw the black community again. That's what I'm mad about. If there's anything I'm mad about, that's what I'm mad about. Because I'm sick of these Democratic politicians who run these Democratic cities who keep getting black people, recruiting black people to support their lying scheme, and have never done nothing for the black community in the last 50 to 60 years. We still dealing with the same problems that they keep saying they're going to fix and never fix. Our schools are the worst. Our cities are the worst. Our towns are the worst. Our mayors are liars. Our governors are liars. Our senators and all of these state representatives are a bunch of liars and crooks. While they're getting rich, you're getting poor, and they still get you to recruiting you to support that. When has it been beneficial to the black community is my question. You're right. It is about the Democrats. And if you ever watch any one of my lives, I make it very clear that I can't stand the Democrat. I want them totally gone. This is personal. I see what they've done to my community. I do not like it. I don't ever want another Democrat anywhere. And this has nothing to do with it because I know their loyalty is to their party, not the people. That's why they mad, because they're losing their power structure. So yeah, it is. I don't want no Democrat in office because I don't like what the mentality I see in them. So I'm coming at them full steam. Yeah, it is personal. It's personal because I see what y'all done to my people. It is personal. So yeah, if you want to know something I'm mad about, yeah, that's what I'm mad about. Because I watched y'all all over the years recruit some black people to keep destroying the very black community y'all keep saying y'all for. If that was for the black community, why do they push abortion so much in the black community? Why are they so hell-bent on making sure that the black community do not populate? That's why I don't like them. If they care so much about the black community, why do they push welfare and housing on the black community so much as opposed to pushing them to be independent of the system and get it on their own? And why every time they say, oh, they're going to take this from you, they're going to take that from you? That's my problem with with the Democratic Party, because by far they're the ones doing it. And I know they work for the KKK, because that's the only way you will push that type of stuff if you could not stand black people. So you're going to do it sneak-handedly, underhandedly, to make it look like you're helping, when in reality you're trying to destroy them. That's why the crime rate in our neighborhoods where the Democrat run is always so bad. Why? Because they want the black community to self-destruct. They want you to kill you in the womb. They want you to self-destruct by making sure crime and financially devastated. Because when you financially devastated people, they're going to be, and most of the time, they're going to want to kill each other. Why? Because everybody's fighting over crumbs. And who's getting the crumbs? In America, who's getting the crumbs? The black community. But yet we keep voting for black people and these Democrats and all of these people that we put in power, and they're the ones doing it to you. And I ain't found one person to prove me wrong yet. You're right, I am mad. I ain't gonna lie to you, that part, I'm mad. I'm more mad the fact that on our side, we keep supporting it. And we're expecting something different. That's insane. And that's the truth. I ain't gonna hold that one though, but I'm definitely, that one right there, oh yeah, I own that. I definitely own that. But on the flip side, me personally, whenever I'm around anybody, it don't have nothing to do with skin color, but if I'm around somebody that is happen to be black, guarantee you they're gonna learn something from me and they're gonna better their life around me. I'm not gonna teach them nothing about welfare, how to get welfare, none of that stuff. I'm gonna teach them how to make money. Anybody that know me, I'm going to teach you how to make money. Even though I don't have a lot of it and I'm always trying to make it, I'm going to teach you how to make money. Yes. Yes, you're right, Sean. You're right. You're absolutely right. This is when you got, listen, if anybody that know me personally, this is why I feel this way about the Democratic Party. That part of it is a lot more personal because I grew up in North Philadelphia. I grew up in a city where most of the Democrats were the ones that's running it. So I'm going to speak from personal. I don't have a whole bunch of Republican friends, and everybody keep assuming that I do because I talk the way I talk. I talk the way I talk because I see what I see. That's it. I wasn't raised around Republicans. I wasn't raised around none of this that you hear me talking. I had to find out for myself. Every time I watched the news, they kept saying all of the Trump supporters are racist. They are racist. Right? This is what they said on the news. They kept saying it the whole time. So you know what I did? I went around them. I said, let me go find out if they're really racist or not. And when I went around them, guess what they did? They embraced me like as if they know me forever. I ain't find, and I'm not saying there is none, because there might be some. I haven't found them yet, but I'm quite sure there probably is some that actually has some racist mentality. But just like the Democratic Party, they got racists too. By far more, if you really look at it. But I haven't found that yet. You know what they did? They embraced me. I ain't wear no Trump paraphernalia. I had on regular clothes. I just wanted to see what was going to happen. And you know what they did? They embraced me. Because a lot of time people don't realize that a lot of the people that voted for Trump was Democrat too. A lot of them, listen, a lot of people that voted for Trump was Democrat too. Most of the people that in Philadelphia that voted for Trump, they registered Democrats. And a lot of other states were. Now they starting to flip red. There's a lot of them changing their registration to Republican now. But don't get it twisted. And I hear what you're saying, Donald. And I hope whatever you're doing, and when you say you help the homeless, I'm glad you do it. Like, God bless you. Like, real talk, God bless you. That's some work. That's honorable. I ain't got no beef with that whatsoever. And I hope you continue to do it. I'm dead serious. From the bottom of my heart. Yep. You're right. Once you start talking, when you really get into the details of what's going on in this country, let me ask, I got to ask people a question. Before you start speaking about what Trump is and what he's not, I really think people need to go find out like I did. I had to go find out for myself. That's real talk. I had to go find out for myself. And I'm going to tell you a story, Donald. One of my followers, right, on my lives, just happened to hit me up. They don't know me from a can of paint, right? Said they like what they videos, whatever case may be. One day we decided to get together. I'm for human rights too, Donald. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you really start to pay attention to what Trump is doing, he's for human rights too. He really is. I know y'all don't want to believe it, but if you take yourself out of the picture, just step back. And I'm not saying what you can do. Step back for a minute and really look at the picture. You're going to find out that Trump is just a regular common man and he cares about people. And this had nothing to do with politics. He really do care about people. He really said, but my point is, I had one people on my lives one day hit me up and wanted to get to know me personally, right? They didn't have to. Got together, we hang out, whatever. Now we good friends now. But we sat down and we talked. Come to find out, he voted for Obama, right? Treated me to lunch, brought my cousin with me. We all when I say we had a wonderful time, we might have talked a little bit about politics, but honestly, we just started talking about life. You know what I'm saying? But if you never step outside your box, you never going to get to know what these people are like. You know what I'm saying? And they extended the hand. They didn't have to. And I'm fine. And my thing is this. They voted for Trump, but prior they voted for Obama. You get my point? My point is, it doesn't, when people see what they see, and they change because they see what happened. Yes, you're right. Not black, but American. And that is my point. If you're in this country and you're American, if you're in America and if you pay attention to the policies that Trump implemented and what he's trying to do, that is for you. Everything that he's trying to do is for American citizens. He's not trying to fund all of these foreign aid to everybody that does not benefit, is not in the best interest of America. And he's trying to make sure that the money that we're spending is being mindfully spent. Bring down the deficit. Bring down the cost of energy. Bring down the taxes. Bring down this. Why? So that people like you, Donald, who's helping the homeless and probably have taken money out of your own pocket, you probably have more money to work with personally, and you can decide more personally where that money goes. That's going to take time. Yeah, I know. But that means that instead of you having to go back from the politicians for stuff, the more we get them out of the way, the more you get to work with what you got. And then the other thing is, when they do funnel this money down, it's more scrutinized how it gets spent. Because we can't just keep... They had the payroll system on autopilot. Autopilot, meaning that they wasn't even questioning where this money going. It's just on autopilot. Everything gets paid. Nobody checks anything. How is that okay? This is what they was doing. This is what our government was doing. They had the payroll system on autopilot. Everything gets paid. No one questions it. That's not okay. I want them to clean house in government so that they can lower taxes. That was Trump's promise, to lower taxes. To cut no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security. Now, the Social Security one is the biggest one for me. Not me personally, but the biggest one I care the most about, because I feel as though people who work and retire should not have to pay taxes anymore. So I'd rather that one be the first. Now, we don't tax the tips. That's great. We don't tax overtime. That's great too. But the first one I want is the people that are retired not have to pay taxes out of their Social Security pay. So I don't care what he got to cut to make that one happen. That's first and foremost. That's respect for the people that are elderly and retire, and they have more money for themselves to work on. That's first. But in order to do that, you got to make sure you do it responsibly. Meaning you got to get rid of all of this fat and all of this money that they spending on stuff that we don't need to have. That's how you do it responsibly. Make sure that whatever you cut out, we really don't need to have it. Run the government lean and mean, because a lot of stuff the government spends money on, we do not need it. We don't. We did not need to spend $280 billion to spend on tech companies. If they got a tech business and they in that business, they should have built their own business and financed their own business, took out loans like every other business do. We should not be funneling taxpayer dollars to support these chip manufacturers. That's what they supposed to do it. You supposed to build your own business, not government. All right, so do we get the chip? Now that we spent $280 billion, do we get the chips for free? Do the taxpayers get these chips and these manufacturing stuff? Do we get them for free? I'm gonna have to disagree with you with that one. Now, should churches pay taxes? Honestly, yep. I ain't gonna lie about that part. I don't think churches should stay out of government, but I do think they should pay taxes. I don't agree with no organization. I think if y'all making money, y'all should be paying taxes. That's it. But do I think they should stay out of government? No. I think that people need to be God conscious, because God conscious stops a person from doing a whole lot without the police watching. There's a lot of stuff that I could say I could do and do, but when I think about God, I don't know. I don't want to be that type of person. And I know everybody don't think that way. But I would prefer that most of our politicians be for real God conscious, not for fake. Because if you really are God conscious, you're just not going to do anything just when everybody not watching. You're going to be like, no, God watching, I don't want to do that. That's not right. It's not right. And I'm not saying you're going to be 100%, but you're going to be conscious to it, be like, no, I don't. God, I know that ain't right. I ain't doing it. That's why I prefer that our politicians be God conscious. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about God conscious, really having a conscience of God inside them. And that's just my opinion. What's up, Micro Glimpse? How you doing? God bless you. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very, very much. That's just my opinion. That's me. And I'm only saying that because I'm God conscious. And yes, you're right. We are Christian. Listen, I did not realize how much of a Christian nation we was until I really started paying closer attention to the Constitution, closer attention to how our military is ran prior to all the bullcrap got in there. And I realized how God conscious they were structuring America. I knew at that point, I did not have to know who did it. I knew that whoever did it was God conscious, because you can't think this up without God. You can't put it the way that it is without being God conscious. Our Constitution was written by God conscious men. And that's why they wrote it in the way that they wrote it, to make sure to keep the rights of the people. Now, do I think Elon Musk is God conscious? No. I don't know for sure, but I don't. But I think our president is. And as long as he's in charge, he can correct what needs to be corrected, even when it comes to Elon Musk. Because he even told Elon Musk, he said, bring it to me and I'll decide whether it's necessary to cut or not. So Elon Musk is not making decisions. He's just looking at what's going on, where it's being spent. He brings the information to Trump, and Trump decides whether we cut it or not. Elon Musk is not making decisions. His job is to find. That's what he's doing. Find it and bring it to Trump. Trump makes the decision of whether we going to continue or not. And there's other factors in there too, but Elon Musk is not making no decisions. He don't have no power to make no decisions. Trump made it clear that he is not allowing him to make decisions. He just want him to find the corruption, find the wasteful spending, and bring it to him, and he'll be the one to make the decision. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Plush. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But here's my point. Some people may make up stuff. Some people may make up not, whatever. But here's where I say, look at, when I look at the dollar bill and it says, in God we trust, right? I look at it as direction, meaning that I don't look at it and saying, the money is saying, listen, money is an answer to all things in America, because that's how we exchange goods for services. But I'm looking at the money and it's saying more of an instructive, saying, listen, as much as I'm able to do with money, don't trust in me. Listen to what it says, and it says, in God we trust. Meaning that the designers of the money said, trust in God, don't trust in the money. So the money is giving you directions to go trust in God, not trust in the money. Because if you trust in God and you get direction from God, he'll teach you how, if you need money to build your life or obtain things if necessary, if you trust God, that's a part of what comes out of it. So that's how I look at it. I don't know if that's how they designed it for, but that's how I look at it. I know people will throw whatever they want to throw in there, try to write books, say this would that mean, that would that mean. When I look at the money and how it's designed, I look at it as whoever designed the money saying, as much as I'm capable of doing, this is a legal tender, good for all debts, public and private, but don't trust in me because there's only but so much I can do. Trust in God, don't trust in me. Yes, Michael Glintz, I'm happy too. I'm happy that Trump is actually holding to what he said he was going to do. And so far, he actually is doing it. I have never seen a politician in my lifetime make campaign promises and start executing them on day one and stay the course. I'm not shocked, and I'm so glad that when he ran before and he lost, what he said he would do, name one thing. All right, he said on day one he's going to close that border. He's going after immigration, and he's going to start packing these illegals up. So he's closing the border, he's packing up these illegals, and he's sending them away. That was a campaign promise. He's already executing. He's going on. He said on day one he's going to write a ton of executive orders reversing all course of what Joe Biden has done. You got your visa to move to the States? Oh, that's cool. Listen, he's going after illegal immigration, not people that come over here the right way. What do you mean by that, Donald? At the end of the day, no, all immigration is not all legal. We have a process to get over here in America. And as long as you go through the process the right way, it's not illegal. But when you come across that border without permission, that's illegal. We have a crime bill. We have a crime for that. that means you committed a crime. The minute you come across here illegally, you commit a crime. That's a crime. So you're already a criminal because you don't respect American laws to do it the right way. How you doing? That's what I mean, James. We have a system of how you come over here. Now, if you say you got a visa to get over here, that's fine. But if you come over here illegally, you already committed a crime. If you came over here illegally, it's time to go back. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The existing laws and also the ones that he wrote. See, because we didn't have the existing laws wasn't being whole when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was in office, whom Kamala Harris was the border czar. So they just let everybody flood across that border and they didn't stop it. They even wrote a bill to allow more of them to come. Even though it didn't go through, they tried to. We don't want, listen, James, would you want people to just walk into your house without being scrutinized? That's the question. Would you want people to just walk into your house without being scrutinized? He's not getting rid of illegal immigration. And in his campaign, on many times, he said, I'm all for immigration. He said, I'm all for immigration. So what? I don't understand. If you come over here the right way, you're good. If you come over here the wrong way, you can't. But like I said, you got to do it the right way. That's it. You got to do it the right way. We got a process. If you don't follow the process, you should not be here. That's it. There's no other way to explain that. But here's the thing. I got to get ready to go because I got things I got to take care of. But anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging on this line with me. I hate to say it. Every time the conversations get good, unfortunately, I got to actually have to go. But James, God bless you, man. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. I'll be back live more likely Wednesday, but I might do it sooner than that, but we'll see. But I would love the fact that we'll be able to get back on this conversation and see how it go because I love the. Hey, Sean, man, ain't no go, man. You know, I go. All right, Sean. I'm gonna ride with you on this one. Go Birds. I'm gonna ride with you on this one. Go Birds. But listen, I love y'all guys. I appreciate everybody on this live. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. If you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, please make him Lord and Savior of your life. We really, that matters more than anything that we have to talk about. But for those on live that still haven't, we need to continue to have these discussions and so that we can understand where we each other stand. And that way we can all coincide. But let's all be open-minded. Donald, love you. Love you. Appreciate you. Don't stop coming back and don't stop having these conversations. Appreciate you very, very much. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I got to get out of here. Love y'all. Peace.